Hey guys, Kevin here, payment support specialist for Studio Designer. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a feature that's going to really help keep your projects moving, keep your business running smoothly. That's right, payment posting with Studio Pay. As an interior designer, I know you have a lot on your plate. You're creating, all kinds of beautiful spaces, tracking invoices, trying to stay on top of budgets. If one payment falls through the cracks, you could interrupt an entire project timeline. So to keep things running smoothly, Studio Pay's payment posting feature is a huge game changer and will definitely help you in your day-to-day. I'm going to walk you through how to post payments using Studio Pay payment posting, and then, just kind of explain how this step can make a huge difference in your everyday workflow. Payment posting lets you record the payments as accounting entries to the general ledger all in one step. So no manual entries, not having to go in and enter each individual part. It's all there as a part of the entry. It's going to save you time, reduce errors, no duplicate entries or guesswork, nothing, no disconnected systems and having to go back and forth and manually enter any information. So it'll make your life easier. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is make sure that we've got our default cash account and convenience fees accounts mapped within our company settings. So to do that, we're going to go to Settings, My Company, Payment Defaults. From here, we'll scroll down just a little bit to our cash account information. You will see that the cash account is listed as cash account. You have the ability of mapping certain accounts to your cash account if you have a specific account that the funds are being deposited in from Studio Pay payouts. You'll want to utilize that one. I do always recommend consulting your bookkeeper prior to mapping those just to make sure you've got this correct. Same thing for the convenience fee account. Studio Designer does have a default merchant fees account. You do not have to use that one, however. It's there for your convenience, but you can create your own. So if you do have one that you would prefer to use, you can simply do that, or you can add new if you want to create one then and there. Either way, you want to make sure that you've got your cash account and your convenience fee account set for your fee pass-through. Once you've done that, you will then want to make sure that you're going into your payment posting section, which is this little Studio Pay button, and then going into payment posting. As you can see, I've created a few entries here. So we'll go ahead and just jump into one of these. This one here, when I click on that entry, it opens up a bunch of information. It does show the date that the payment was made, as well as what the payment total was, and the payments and fees if you pass the fee, which I did. I do have the proposal number here. So when I click that proposal number, I do want to go and make sure that this proposal specifically has everything up to date and the payment total and everything matches as it should. Looks like my totals are good. This is exactly what the client had paid, so everything looks good. If I made any changes to the document prior to posting the payment that could reflect differently in the total, I would simply invoice for that after the fact. But let's navigate back to the payment posting screen, pull up that payment posting entry, and get started posting. So from here, if I did absolutely nothing else except click post payment, as you can see, this shows apply to funds available. So this wouldn't actually apply the funds to the document. It would send it to their funds available to be applied to whatever I so choose in the future. However, I want this to be applied to the document, so I'll simply click apply deposit to all, since this is in fact a proposal. And you notice here it puts that amount, and now nothing is going to funds available. Shows amount received, applied to items, the fees passed, and then 0 here. If I click post payment, it will then prompt this basically as a review, and then letting me know that this is how it's going to be applied. I will click yes. That entry is now gone, and the document is now updated. Once I've posted the payment, you can then go, if I wanted to go take a look, I could take that proposal number and go into the general ledger. So let's go take a look. And if I were to look up, let's see, any recent payments, actually, I've got them right here. They're the most recent, so I don't have to look them up. But as far as you can see here, it does show that this payment was posted. Here is the merchant fee that was paid from the cash account, and you notice that it shows these here from the cash account for that, as well as merchant fees. So all of my entries are here, listed on the general ledger as they should be. So no manual entry. All of this came from just utilizing payment posting with a very fast click, and then it's all done. That's it for today. Payment posting feature doesn't just save you time, it's just going to streamline your processes, going to give you clarity that you need. If anything else that you need to run your company, you're able to do and not have to worry about this side of it. Whether you're paying a vendor or managing dozens of transactions, this tool is going to help you to stay organized, professional, and in control. At the end of the day, that's what we all want. So thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, have a great one.